Hello and welcome to the non-Greg Sterlace show. I'm your host of Amazon, except only substitutes. I'm a little stuffed up. Yeah, I know, right? Like snuffle.
She's sick. I'm just allergic to
I
her
have
cats.
a serious past. I'm probably not even from New Orleans, but I would never tell you that.
It's hard to tell behind those sunglasses.
Yeah, right.
That is because my future is so bright.
Oh, this future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. Everybody forgot that song.
Well,
Aku is our visitor too. Aku.
He's named because he has the pointy teeth that stick out, and he looks like the villain from Samurai Jack.
But he's not a villain.
I mean, he's a little bit villainous.
Oh, is he? Okay. All right.
It's that kind of like, chaotic good villainry.
Okay.
I like that one character on Samurai Jack that goes, "You look like a penis, baby. Ha ha ha." You ever see that one where it's the guy and his head is just kind of shaped like a penis, and the guy is like, "You look like a penis, baby. What's going on?"
Oh, I don't think I've seen this.
I think I've seen this.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes of Samurai
I
Jack.
love Samurai Jack. It's one of my favorite cartoons. Obviously, since cat.
Yeah, it's very.
Also, I had a dog named Jack, and in honor of him.
I think my cats are chaotic dumb.
Chaotic dumb.
Yeah. That's what they are.
That's the same category as Deadpool, I think.
Chaotic dumb.
Yeah, chaotic dumb.
What you got there, John?
Today's comic recommendation is Stupid Rat Tales by Jeff Smith. I don't know who, but they wrote it and Stan Sackey, who's one of the greatest. There you go.
There you
Stan
go.
Sackey is a great
Success.
We need to get that one
comic
camera
artist.
back over here for this.
I'll
You're
talk
doing
about
the drawing?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
I'll talk about Stan Sackey's standalone comics later, but he's got a little bonus comic in this one. But this is just a very fun little prequel to the much more popular Bone series. It's basically just about a relative of Bone who... Bones are just these little kind of cartoon characters, and they go into this place called the Valley, and they just kind of have...
Find me a good page.
All right.
The Valley?
Yeah, they go into this place called the Valley. It's basically just like little... Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like this little...
Oh my God, you guys! There's so much shopping in the valley.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
I need more
don't know about
cold
you,
medicine.
but I think that's kind of
Oh, that's a
fun
pretty
looking.
good picture. Here.
Oh, hi, kitty. But yeah, it's basically about this character, and he's got to fight these evil creatures called rat creatures, and the big, evil, stinky rat queen is gross.
I
And,
love rats.
and it's about how this little bone creature makes the rat creatures lose their tails. And it's very fun. It's a very silly, kind of fun little prequel to the more serious comic Bone, which is also very funny, but this is a little more
Now I
lighthearted.
must do the enchantment, like trapping thing.
There,
So
there.
it'll stay on my lap.
You're familiar with Bone, right, May?
Yeah, I think I have a copy of it.
Oh,
I think I
no,
have a
Penelope,
Bone
no.
Comic.
Penelope is not happy to have visitors.
Oh no.
She's pretending to be
Or
cool.
whatever it is.
She's like, hey guys, it's
Hey,
me.
guys,
I'm
what's up? Let me smack that cat
Eternal
around.
darkness.
Yeah.
Hey,
in
it's
his
just
rec
me,
room,
Penelope.
What?
Just coming to see
Come
what's
here,
going
Penelope.
on.
You're going to learn to love this kitty.
There's been
And
a
if
lot
you
of...
don't,
She's
gonna make
just
you wear
staring
tiny,
at him. I know we
comfortable
can't
boots.
see. You cannot
Yeah.
see her, but she's right off screen, staring.
For those of you who don't know, there was a
Very
cat war
defiantly.
going on behind the scenes before this show. Believe it or not, we do exist outside of this TV show. We don't just kind of
We
get
do?
chained. I think.
Maybe. Okay.
I don't know if I do.
I
Do any of us?
don't know.
If
Do
I
we?
stop thinking about you guys, will you cease to exist? If you stop
Maybe.
thinking about me, will I stop to
Uh-oh. I'm thinking
mean-
about you.
I don't remember what I was doing earlier
I should
today.
put my head down. My
What?
nose ran.
What are you guys talking about?
It's a part of like
I know, I'm just being stupid.
2,000-year-old philosophy. I can't remember who was it. It was
Is there
before
something lying around I can blow my nose on?
Socrates? I think it was
I'm sure there is somewhere. I'm
Some of
always...
the early
look out.
sophists?
She's sneaking.
The cat. Yeah, we get into the kitty cat. My sister used to read this. I don't know if this is any good.
Is it wet?
I
Look at
don't know.
this. The rest of this harness is adjustable. Like, right? Normally. This part has a little rubber flange on it. This doesn't help at all. It gets
Here,
all loose.
Penelope.
Oh, no.
Anyways.
Yeah, my sister used to read this wonderful book called The Cat Warriors. I don't remember whatever happened to it. I remember it was about these kids' book series about cats that would fight each other and they had their own language. I don't.
Oh, cat warriors.
I would like to find them again. The pictures on the cover were so cute.
Oh, she's giving up. That's good.
You ever see those cat? Oh, thank you, Dudley. There was.
Dudley, how did you do that from over here?
That
Did you?
Oh, that's a
I
nice
see.
segue.
I am grateful.
Do you have orange and blue portals?
I need some
like
more cold
the-
medicine.
Series portal that you throw these things through? Dudley?
I have the cosmic space pizzouch.
But where's that?
It's over here, around here
Oh
somewhere.
yes.
Never leave home.
I just saw
Without
Dudley's
your-
junk.
No, not his gross duck cloaca.
Hey,
Actually,
hey, man,
ducks are one of the
I
few
don't
birds
talk
to have
about your thing,
penises.
Manny.
I know what they look. I don't want to talk
They're
about those.
corkscrewed and like
I
9
don't-
inches long.
Oh God, I
yeah.
hate that.
Oh yeah,
I don't even
let's
like.
talk about my thing. Everybody thinks it's funny.
And opposed to human parts, instead of filling with blood, it's that other fluid-filled system in the body. What is sometimes lymph.
Oh,
Ah!
okay. Oh, weird.
Yeah.
God,
weird.
ducks are disgusting creature, Dudley.
Hey, fuck you too, man.
Damn it, Dudley. Well, fine, Dudley. Whatever.
Dudley sure gave you what for.
Yeah. Better make sure your parts corkscrew the opposite direction.
Well, mine like goes in when I stand up. It's very gross.
Okay.
Mine didn't used to, but
No.
being a trans person who doesn't use it nearly as much, and also things that happens, it's not that bad for me. But that's because I don't want it to be there.
Yeah, it's just there's just like nothing there, and like it's very gross.
Kinda envious, not gonna lie, but I'm also envious of the cat that just got neutered. So.
You can just say that.
No, I'm not saying it.
Why? I don't care.
Hey, you know what? That's
nice
the
to
preferable
Yeah.
configuration of
Right. Yes.
that I have. Yeah. Even if you're a trans person, because then there's more to work with.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's a good. That makes sense, though. It totally makes sense. Oh, whoops. I guess I could tell you to sign up for Buffalo infringement, but by the time you see this is probably gonna be too late.
I'm
so
actually planning on
hopefully you
signing
did.
up for Buffalo infringement.
Monday's the last day.
Okay, well I'm gonna do it because you know what I've decided to do?
I haven't signed up.
Yes. What is that, May?
I am going to get my
Jerky
DS video output modded and do weird little drawings on it.
Oh, cool.
I need to find a good. If anybody is willing to let me borrow a PVM, I'd appreciate it. But that's probably not going to happen.
I'm stopping this right
Oh no, it's more bad Penelope action going down.
I think
I'm
she's
grabbing
not
her.
actually that mean. I think she's just insecure and she has to prove her toughness.
Okay. When my landlord's cat got in here and ran up the stairs and was really mean, and she was like growling at it, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, Leo comes flying like a freaking ninja, making crazy like obscene sounds that sound like they weren't from this planet. And that cat ran. That cat was like, "What the hell is that?"
He makes really weird noises. He rarely meows, but he makes all sorts of weird noises. Like sometimes he'll just be come into the room and go,
Yeah.
and it's like, are you a Boston Terrier who never learned how to bark? What's going on over there?
Well, don't lions do that? Where like they guard from other lions from coming into their little family area. Like maybe that's what Penelope's doing. Adult lions do that, where like if another lion comes in, they're like, get out of here with your gross lion junk. I don't even like you.
They might. I
Possibly.
don't know.
I'm sorry, Dudley. I've been messing with my microphone. It's just a weird level for my mouth.
And unlike the common myth that people think, female lions do have manes. Sometimes they're as big as the male manes, but they don't always have manes.
Female hyenas have so much testosterone, their vaginas go inside out.
That's true.
I thought that they just had giant clits that were like. this
No,
size.
they're like their hoo-ha tubes are like
Yeah.
inside
Big
out.
tubes.
Yeah, they have who penises.
Isn't that weird? That's
Yeah.
so weird.
It's really weird.
All right, I've got her.
This
Don't
is a very
don't look at that other cat.
genitalia-filled episode.
Don't look at that
I
other
wish
cat.
that much estrogen could change my parts in a similar way, but that's gonna be a month of horrible pain.
Don't look at that other
Don't
cat.
cats have weird, like, barbed penises?
Yes, humans used to too.
Never mind. I'm not gonna tell you about that. Yeah, I don't know. But,
I know way more about your parts than I ever intended to.
well, I did.
So, on a non-penis-oriented sort of tangent,
Sorry.
I'm playing April 26th at the Milkies with the former Ghostwater is now Witch.
Oh, what happened? Oh,
Well,
tell me
we
later.
just changed the name.
Okay.
We changed the band members, so we changed lots of band members over time. I've never been in a band where so many people change, so hopefully
most-
changing the names will help.
It's the most evolutionary band I've ever seen.
I think
You're
maybe
the only
because it
original
was
member.
based on cursed water from a Casio.
Right? Oh,
It-
no,
oh wait, no, it's not a Casio. It was the.
it was Suzuki. Yeah,
Suzuki.
auto harp.
Yeah, the
yes.
Suzuki Auto Harp.
Right.
I think it might have actually been cursed in
It
its
might
previous
have been.
configuration.
So yeah, that was
Milky's is my favorite, not quite a dive bar.
Yeah, Milky's is fun. I like Milky's.
I do
But you-
until I have to go to the bathroom. That is, I say that the Mohawk bathroom is gross. Milky's is the most. I don't think it's ever been cleaned.
Really?
It's the most It smells worse than any zoo I've ever been in. It's so
You know,
gross.
I'm not one to say that men who aren't actually trans women should pretend to be trans women to use the bathroom, but in this case, the Milky's women's bathroom is much nicer.
Yeah, it's
Is
not
it?
bad.
It's not
no.
bad at all.
Not bad at all. It's
Because that's
fine.
literally the grossest bathroom I've ever been in. It's sticky. It smells so
What about
bad.
the pink? That one's really terrible.
Oh, it's so
That's
disgusting.
gross,
Yeah.
but I honestly
I
think
hovered
Milky's
over
is
the
worse.
toilet seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I hate
Also, there is no reason any bar, regardless of what it caters to, unless it caters to messy swingers, should ever smell that much like bleach and semen.
Yeah, right.
I hate the pink.
I hate the pink too. I'm not a pink fan.
Apparently, they have a pretty good sandwich, but
I had the sandwich once and it was good, but
also they have an original
you know.
Donkey Kong machine that's in a Galaga case and uses the controls from Pac-Man. But I don't
Keeps you
want to
hopping.
touch it. And also, if I want to play an arcade machine, I can just go to Divine Machine, get a tattoo, and play like 100 things or something.
Yeah.
Old public domain emulated things, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite episodes of Mr. Rogers when he showed how the Donkey Kong machine worked. That was really fun.
Stop looking at the other cat.
Not to plug any local businesses, I'm not doing that, but
Right, right.
No, we're doing the opposite. You suck the pink.
We're doing a review of the pink. No, I know lots of people love the pink. I'm just not.
I don't know. Almost
one of them.
everybody I know. If they're like, hey, they hate the pink, hey. It's like, shut up. Go
And
there.
they- and I
shut
don't
up.
ever
the
have band
pink,
play,
if
so
it was
whatever.
as cool looking on the inside as it is on the outside, would be a cool place.
Yeah, it would be
Right,
fun.
that's true.
It's just dirty and smelly and sweaty and just bad, obnoxious music, and everyone's froze and drunk and high.
I don't have any problem with punk, but the last time I was there, they were not playing any particularly good music.
Huh.
Also, I had a friend of mine who's like a consummate punk recently admit that they actually like new wave, and I was like, yes, come into the fold, help us start a rebirth. Not the one that
New wave.
happened 10 years ago because it was awful.
There's a lot of great new wave. I think.
There's so much good new wave, but every time they try and bring it back, the people who are trying to bring it back are fuckwits who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, remember Electroclash?
Yeah, it was
so
terrible.
Bad. So freaking bad.
Like, why is it so hard to find some talented people
Except
who
for
went to
Peaches.
RISD and decided to become musicians?
Right, yeah.
Or, met in a Chinese restaurant and decided to start jam
And be
sessions.
musicians.
Yeah, they're musicians.
Ugh,
Yeah.
couldn't get musicians.
If you don't get the references, the first was the Talking Heads, so like the more pretentious version. The second was the B-52s.
B-52s are so fun.
I do like that.
They're still really good on tour. And Kate What's-Her-Face is dating a lady now.
Oh.
Which makes me feel good as somebody who identifies as largely lesbian and theoretically pansexual, but doesn't like
Yeah.
guys mostly.
Yeah, but my mom and dad used to be in like a B-50. They used to do B-52
I saw
style.
them live
Oh, did
10
you?
years ago. It was amazing. It was great.
Yeah, they're
And
fun.
they were playing with Metric. Metric opened for them, and like a bunch of people were there just to see Metric, and they're like, "Who the fuck are the B-52s?" And we were all, me and the friends who were there were like, "Who the heck is Metric?"
Right, yeah.
They're definitely one of my favorite 70s
Then we had to
bands.
suffer through Metric.
You said your parents did a B-52 style band?
They did
Yeah,
like a
close
lot
your
of
microphone, honey.
B-52 style stuff. Yeah, my parents. They did a lot of synthy new wave stuff in their band, the Panics.
Do you have any tapes?
Yeah, I do. They still have CDs and stuff, and you can see it on YouTube. There's a lot of videos of them playing.
But how do you find it? Because, like, when you type in the Panics, a lot of stuff comes up. What other keywords do we need?
Like
The Panics-
teenagers react to
Buffalo?
the Panics.
Yeah,
Small
right.
Buffalo band.
Right.
Cherry-picked reactions.
Yeah, right.
I don't
right.
know. I just always typed in Panics Live or the Synthetics Live. That was their other.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna want to have. I'm gonna want to listen to this stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Because new wave is one of my favorite genres.
Yeah, it's fun. My parents.
It crosses that line between good punk and good electronica, and good weird 80s music perfectly most of the time.
Yeah, I agree with it. I don't know. It's fun seeing them play with people who I know now. So I don't know, it's just kind of cool. But
Dudley, what are your thoughts on this genre?
I like new wave potatoes.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good.
They are good.
Yeah.
I love potatoes. I'll spend hours looking on Wikipedia on different like potato strands. And
We
like,
were in. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say my favorite potato is the yellow King Newfoundland potato.
You know what my least favorite potato is? The russet. I hate it. It makes terrible French fries. They're like flavorless garbage. Stop making your potatoes with russet potatoes. They're terrible.
I don't think it's a great potato either.
I don't have a favorite potato, but I have a least favorite apple.
What's that?
Go ahead.
The Red Delicious?
Yes, they're
It's-
freaking terrible.
They're terrible.
They're
It's like they put the
terrible.
delicious in the name to try and convince people to buy
Oh,
them.
look out, look out. We got someone's trying to say
I don't
hi.
think they're good either, but I like them more when they're like soft and mealy and start
That's
to go
what I
bad.
hate about them.
I hate that too. Like Honeycrisp were so expensive because they were created in the 60s and there's under some sort of bull crap copyright. But like you could bounce them off the ground. You could play handball with them and they're still edible.
Yeah.
They're fantastic apples.
I think Red Delicious just look nice. They look idealized, and people like that, but they taste like garbage.
I like
and
the
they're
yellow
always
ones.
covered with like a thick
Yellow ones?
layer of that
Yellow,
gross
red, the yellow
edible
delicious.
paraffin.
That wax.
Yeah, and I don't want to have to scrub that off.
No.
I like Macintosh.
I
apples
love
a lot.
Macintosh.
Those are
Oh, yeah.
good. Yeah, Red Delicious aren't very good, but I like them when they're starting to go bad.
I used to like Macintosh apples,
I like
but then
Granny Smith,
Tim
too.
Cook took over. It's such
Oh yeah, and he ruined those apples. I like Granny
It makes me
Smith,
wish
too.
there was an Amiga comeback, but I don't think that's particularly likely.
We had a tree that grew like 7 kinds of apples, but our cat scratched it so much it only ended up growing Granny Smith it so much.
My dad got 3
Well, at least
different
one of the
kinds
good
of
ones.
apple trees, and now he has one kind of weird hybrid.
Oh really?
They come out about the size of somewhere like roughly in between normal apples and crab apples, and they're
Oh.
tart and sweet and really hard to bruise.
I think pears are way better than apples anyway. I love pears so much. I could just eat pears.
Wrong. Do you want a bunch of canning pears from Beth's parents' backyard?
Okay,
They're
I like,
harder, but they're
Yeah, I just like pears.
We had we still have an apple orchard, but it's in a severe state of
Trouble.
disrepair. And then up in the woods, we had all different kinds of apples too. No, Leonardo, come on.
Oh no,
Have you
Not
ever had
everybody
an
wants
apple?
to be your friend, Leonardo.
Have you ever had an apple from an abandoned apple orchard out in the middle of nowhere?
Well, I mean, that's what ours is pretty much, yeah.
They're yeah. Sometimes
I didn't
they
know
can
it was a
be
full
really good,
orchard.
and other times you bite into something squirmy. And
Worms, yeah, you gotta look out for the worms. You gotta you gotta really keep an eye out for that. And
I
then
didn't
they
know
all
you
have
had a full
apple
orchard.
scab
There's
too.
only like a few trees over there. I didn't
like
know.
I like protein, but that's not the way I want to
Right,
get it.
yes, yes. We used to, when we were kids, we'd cut them open to find out where the worms were so we didn't eat them and cut the worms
We
out.
used to go to the valley. There's some gigantic apple trees that are like hugely tall, like they're giant trees.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, they're very good. The apples in them are very good.
Is it weird when we have episodes that are basically just conversations between us that have nothing to do with anything?
The show's basically.
I thought
It's
that was
become
the
a
point of the show.
podcast. I feel like.
podcast. You know, I've actually been thinking about that. Would anybody, Dudley included, be opposed to me extracting the audio and offering it up as a podcast
Yeah,
through
yeah,
a server?
for
Because I
sure.
think that would be a really cool idea.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Personally, I like podcasts. Yes, and I think this has basically evolved into it's just a podcast with video. It's like a video.
Well,
podcast.
it's a podcast back when podcasts actually included video.
Oh, I didn't know that was.
Yeah, they were. It was a thing for a while before vlogs took off.
Oh, I didn't know
Here
that.
it comes again to be buddies. No, Leonardo.
I'd download an episode on my 20 gigabyte hard drive and be like, "This is a great show," and then be like, "I have to
Leonardo.
delete it. I have nowhere to put it."
I've been thinking about Nutty Buddies all day. They sound so good.
Aku's in a pissy mood because
Penelope.
Penelope,
Damn it, kitty.
she's giving him the death stare.
Yeah, that's what she does. She sits out of range and then gives the death stare.
Damn it, little lion.
You know, cats don't have particularly functional eyebrow muscles, but she does a good job of looking pissed off.
She does. She has a very good. I mean, she kind of has resting bitch face lots of times, you know.
I think she has resting sweetie who has problems face.
I don't understand why it's
Aw.
resting. Like,
Because you're not trying to look bitchy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
It's like I have resting cave person face or resting oblivious face.
I don't know what I have. Ooh,
See, look, hold on. Which camera am I looking into?
red.
Oh, I didn't realize those were colors.
Okay.
See, told you.
I just like to look restful and beautiful. You know? I'm so pretty. But
If my eyes are wide, it's resting surprised face, but
I guess I have resting worry face because Sean's always like, "What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? Right? What's
you
happening?"
definitely you have a combination between resting thinky face and resting worried face.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
Yeah,
always
I definitely
sighing in
remember that
sadness.
from taking classes from you
Yes, I'm always thinking.
almost a decade and a half ago.
Right, yeah. I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
My spine feels a lot stiffer than it did 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, these are not like
Mine
comfy
hurts.
chairs.
My back hurts so bad. I blame you, Penelope.
Well,
They
that's-
didn't make them in 1920s. They were like, "You shouldn't be sitting long, anyways. Get out and work."
Well, that's John
Your
because
physical
you're
labor.
chronologically younger than and physiologically older than
Leonardo.
Pam.
What is-
Leonardo.
whatever. I am. So.
You have a lot less gray hair than I do.
Look
though,
out,
so
look out, look
that's-
out.
Don't know.
You can don't push Leonardo away. Push him away. He's not bright. He's not bright. Just push him
No,
away.
he's a wet match in a dark cave.
Hey.
He is. No, Leonardo. Leonardo.
It's okay.
Yeah, there we go.
He actually responds to stuff pretty well.
Oh, that's good.
Janky, dude, thank you. Yeah.
I feel like you have to have a pretty smart cat to respond to input and commands verbally as much as a dog normally does. So
I had a cat like that, but I don't have cats like that now.
we taught him to sit. And we're working on shake because he's okay with that, but he won't high five because he doesn't like putting his foot above his head.
Gotta have your standards.
Altair, on the other hand, was really easily trainable because he was a fat ass who was super food
he
motivated.
was. He was.
I miss him, but I
Aw.
also don't miss him being a vindictive jerk.
Right, yeah. So once again, I'll be at Milky's on the 26th if you're looking for adventure. Looking for adventure.
I'm always looking for adventure.
Come on out.
Looking for adventure.
Adventure.
Gotta go my way. Can't sing the lyrics for copyright reasons.
I don't even know what song it
Don't really know the lyrics anyway.
Yeah, what-
Super helpful for this.
is. Right.
What?
Born to be mild.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know the songs.
Starship Pupers. Is
Uh,
that a
Starship Pupils
I wanted that to be
come
Starship
sailing
Lockjaw, but no one.
by. Though you see them, please don't tell a soul. Sorry, that was
Right.
some yes.
Of course, yes.
Who are delightful.
They are
I
very
enjoy yes.
delightful.
They're delightful, of
I
course. Yes, yeah.
Chankar.
You what?
I Chankar there.
Oh, you Chanker. Okay.
Yes, I shall.
So are you pulling like a Samus thing where like the sunglasses are like your special suit so people in the world don't see you?
Well, at first the light was bothering my eyes a lot. But now I just kind of think they make me look like Tommy Wiseau.
They
So-
kind of make you look like a drug dealer from a 1980s movie.
Hey kid, come here. You want to buy something? I got something great for you. Look what I got right here for you.
Look, if you cut open your pumps, you can totally hide it in there. Just don't press the pumps button anymore.
Yeah, don't worry about it, kid. It's some good stuff. I just need a toothpick and, I'm set. Gotta stand there flipping a coin. Hey, kid, give me, I got
Has
something
anybody
for
ever
you.
actually exploded a pair of those pumps like they did in that one movie? Because I think I did once.
Pump it up and air it out.
I just like that there's self-lacing shoes now, just because of the Back to the Future reference.
I've never seen those movies. What?
See, there's part of me that
He's trying
wants
to
to
be
show
so
you them
clever.
because I feel like you need to, but there's the other part of me that would be devastated and think our friendship is over if you didn't like them. So I'm torn between showing them to you and never ever showing them to you.
I probably like them. I mean, they look fun, but
They're pretty good.
I don't really know anything about them.
They're before Michael J. Fox got had to be on roller skates because he had what's he have?
I think it's isn't it
Parkinson's?
Parkinson's,
And before he didn't need to be on roller skates because he had one of those things where he could flip a switch and it triggers the nerves in his back to keep him from shaking.
Wow.
So it's pretty early Michael J. Fox because the rest of it was most of his life.
right?
I feel
Yeah,
really bad for him.
Oh, geez.
right.
But I mean, I'm glad he's doing better.
You see where she is?
Penelope?
Or
I can't
better
see
ish.
her.
Under there.
Oh, she's under the little couch thing.
Yeah, she's trying to be sneaky, but she can't figure out how to stand.
said in 3 minutes?
Yeah, I
She
don't know.
can't figure out how. I think she thought I'll just keep moving under this thing till I get to the new cat, but that doesn't work that way.
You do not growl at me. Growl into the microphone. Growl at the audience.
Yeah, I don't know why I never really seen them.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
He's very black.
he is, and shiny. He's
Yeah,
very
he's quite
shiny.
shiny.
I
Yeah,
like black and white kitties. They're so.
I think he's
He
all
has-
black, right?
No,
Oh,
he has
he's got a little
one
tiny
white hair right here,
Oh.
and then he has about a dozen on the tip of his tail that makes the tip of his tail look like some sort of alien plant that would kill
Oh,
So he's
whoa.
frosted like a boy band member. I've always wanted to be in a boy band.
you. John and the Armenian Guys.
Yeah, like I always wanted, because there's always like, there's the young guy, there's the guy with way too many tattoos, there's the guy that's like 20 years older than the rest of them, there's the bad boy. I want to be.
Sometimes the bad boy and the guy who's 20 years older are the same person.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's true.
I
Ooh, sorry, that was resonant.
oh, jeez.
That's loud.
Whoa, it smells like cabbage. I'm so sorry. I had a lot
I'm
of
over
pierogi
here,
recently.
so I feel like I might be a little safe.
Well, you're sick anyways. You won't
It's
even-
true. My nose is
I'm
totally
trying
stuffed
very
up.
hard not to.
What can I even smell?
But
What even is smell?
Right, yeah.
like,
I can taste the color blue.
Yes, yes. I did play a show for a bunch of people were having some sort of meeting for people with synesthesia. It was at a community center space, and then I played, and they were all like,
Is this?
I totally
did
freaked
you,
him
did
out,
you do this
yes.
because you felt like a
I didn't
connection
know.
because you and Beth are both some sort of weird math synesthesia?
I didn't know until afterwards, and they came up and told me, and I was like, why are those people behaving so strangely while I'm playing?
My girlfriend
But they liked it a lot.
and this one over here apparently can do math by seeing shapes in
Yes,
their head.
yes, it's true.
And I have to draw an entire chalkboard in my head, which I don't quite have enough RAM for. So sometimes I lose a digit, and I'm like right around the right answer, but like maybe a thousandth place off.
I can look at the numbers and see the shapes overlaid.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I wish you could teach me how to do that because it's it sounds way easier than maintaining an imaginary chalkboard in your
Right,
head.
yes, it is. It is way easier. And also, because they're shapes and not numbers, the dyslexia doesn't kick in. So,
Right.
Very nice. Very, very nice, yes. Yeah, someone was trying
Well, they were really helpful because the Roman numerals were screwing us all up. No zero?
Yeah,
I
right.
thought that was a good idea.
Someone was trying to spell something to me today. I was like, you've got to slow down. I can't.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm terrible.
Yeah,
Like, if I was in a
dyslexic.
spelling
Can't do
bee,
it.
I'd be like, give me a keyboard and I'll tell you how it's spelled.
Yeah, it's interesting what things can help you figure that stuff out,
My fingers remember how to spell it. My brain doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. So, yeah.
Sometimes my thumbs do, too.
Yeah. It's weird, yeah. But, yeah. Okay.
5, 4,
I think we're getting near the end.
2, 1.